So now that we've changed oil on the front of the pump, what do we have to do to address the back of the pump?
All right, we're gonna, like we mentioned before, there are 2 sections of oil in this pump. We've done the front, like you've mentioned. Now we're gonna wanna do the shaft seal side. And that's the oil that you see in the oiler or oil cup, as you will. First, you're gonna wanna start out by putting a drain pan capable of holding 3 or 4 quarts of oil underneath the drain plug. And you're gonna remove the drain plug and let the oil drain out.
Okay. So now that we've drained the oil out of the shaft seal housing, what's the next step, John?
Well, Mike, same as the other side of the pump. You wanna make sure the gasket and the plug are in good condition. You want to make sure that there's no oil around the oil fill plug area. You want to reinstall the oil fill plug. You want to tighten it, but you don't want to go overboard with your tightening to where you get to the point where you start squeezing the gasket out. At which point you can go ahead and add oil to the pump. This is done by simply unscrewing the oil cup. And I recommend starting with measured 1,400 milliliters of oil in a beaker. You pull the oil in through a funnel, at which time you want to take a look inside and see how high up the oil is in the housing, and finish filling the oil with an oil squirt can until the oil level is at the top of the threads for the oil cup itself.
Okay.
At which time you want to screw the oil cup back on, making sure that the gasket, which is the same as the oil fill plug and oil drain plug, is in good shape. You want to tighten it back up, not over tightening again. And then you'll simply lift the cap, and with the oil squirt can you can fill the oil up the rest of the way into the oil cup, approximately 1/3 of the height of the oil cup itself, and you'd have the pump filled to the proper level.
So what would happen if I have to end up keep refilling this? Every couple days it keeps drying out.
Okay, at that point we've got to address the issue. It could be a shaft seal leak. There's 2 shaft seals, one internal, one external. The external, you would see an oil leak dripping possibly onto the cover of the SV630.
Okay.
Or if you look in the sight glass for the main oil supply, the gear end, front side of the pump, the round sight glass, the oil would start rising in there. It's a transfer of oil
From this side to that
from that compartment, the shaft seal housing compartment, to the main oil compartment.
So if you see that, you definitely need to have us come in and inspect it.
Yes, you'd have to address the issue at that point.